Finally, I have a special message and challenge to our fans and our supporters. You have helped to make the Lady Vol basketball very special, and I need you right now, I want you to listen to this, to step up more than ever to support our new head coach, Holly Warlick. Holly, I want you to come up here. It is now time to turn over my whistle to you. Thank you.
Great job, man.
I know this works because I've heard it a lot of times.
Special day. Of course, you've been connected with Coach Summit since your playing days here at Tennessee. Now to be the head coach of the Lady Vols, pretty special.
Oh, it's special for me, and it's really special, Bob, to get the opportunity to still work with Pat Summit, have her by my side, giving me, mentoring me and our young ladies. It's huge, and I'm excited for myself, and I'm excited that Pat's still around.
Quite a journey for you. You came to Tennessee thinking you're going to be a track star, and then suddenly Pat says, "Hey, can you play basketball too?"
Right. See, Pat came to watch me play at Bearden High School, and I sprained my ankle, but she didn't think I had. We were playing 3-on or 6-on-6,
yeah.
So came on a track scholarship and walked on, and I'm very fortunate that Pat decided that saw something in me, and it just took off from there.
But you had to learn how to play 5-on-5 basketball then when you came to
I
Tennessee.
did. Well,
Didn't you?
that's a tribute to Pat and her instruction and her teaching, and yeah, I never played, so.
But you had a great career. You made it to the Final Four 3 times, but you never won a championship at Tennessee. Did that fuel the fire a little bit for you as a coach here?
Never won a championship, and absolutely, as a player, you want to win that championship. You want to be a part of that. So the only opportunity I had was to coach. And I was in Nebraska when Pat made the call and said, "Do you think you'd want to come help coach at the University of Tennessee?" I said, "I'll be there tomorrow."
But you went away for a while too, and so you had a taste of what it was other places. How did that help you think around you as a coach?
I did. I had an opportunity to watch different players, different coaches, different administrations, and how they handled teams and how the fans came out. And when I got back to Tennessee, I just thought, this is an unbelievably special place. They love women's basketball. They love their head coach. And I get to come back and play, coach for someone I played with. So was my coach, and then became a great mentor for me, and so it's very special.
How much did she shape your philosophy? Obviously a lot, but I mean, now as you're coming into the head coaching job, moving over that one seat, how much Pat Summit's in you?
Well, I think a lot in me. I think Pat has instilled hard work. I worked very hard as a player, and she, I think, showed me that hard work does pay off, and the discipline, and going out and making sure our young ladies play hard every possession. And I think one of the unique things Pat has taught is that you can do whatever you put your mind to, and she has instilled in these young women and myself that you need to be self-sufficient. And getting a degree is so important, as we want to always continue to play basketball. As women, we may not have that opportunity, but get your degree. And she made sure I got my degree, and made sure I believed in loyalty and honesty, and that's the backbone of what I feel, and that's important. And what a great mentor for me.
You kind of had on-the-job training too last year with the team, running the team. How much do you think that helps you now step into this role?
Well, I think it was, Bob, it was a good comfort level for me now. At the time, I was doing whatever I think good assistant would do. Your boss asks you to do something, and you do it, and you're ready to do that. And I think Pat prepared me to make it a smooth transition last year. So I think my comfort level this year at this time, had gone through that and had the opportunity to stand up, coach these young women, and see the results. I think it paid dividends for me.
When the announcement finally came, it was a somber time for a lot of people who've been around Pat, and you talked in the press conference about the conversation you had with Pat
Right.
about how you were feeling.
Well, it was bittersweet for me, as I've always, Pat and I've always said that I wanted to be the next head coach, and she wanted me to be here. Pat and I always talked about me wheeling her out in the wheelchair, and I would be sitting there, and we'd both be too old to get up. But I did. I wanted to make sure Pat was okay, and I was going to do whatever she asked me to do. So when she said, "I'm okay, you be happy," and I'm like, "Oh, Pat, it's hard to be happy when you're stepping down and you are who you are and you're a legend." And she said, "Look, I've helped you, I've prepared you for this moment, and you need to be happy." And so I said, "You know what? I'm happy at this moment."
And you do feel prepared for this, don't you?
Bob, I feel way prepared for it. She's shown me that it's not just on the basketball court. It's about recruiting. It's about forming relationships. It's about being a good, strong leader for these young women and making sure that they do the right things off the court as well. So I've been in every situation with her, good, bad. She's gotten on me. She's hugged my neck. I've watched her do the same with these players. So I've got a great role model, and I think I'm ready to carry on this great tradition.
Bar set pretty high here, though.
Way
But you
hard.
know that.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it should be. And it should. We're the University of Tennessee. It should be. We started this. We made sure that women's basketball. Pat put women's basketball on the map. So it's a great place to be. It's a wonderful place to coach. I know anybody would want to coach here at the University of Tennessee. So I'm so fortunate. But the bar's high. But it's been high since I've been here, and it's always a challenge. And I don't know how I would react if it wasn't. If it was laid back and no one cared, I don't think I would enjoy it.